What's up, fucking everyone? Happy fucking Monday. Welcome to the Chinacat show. It's been a week, man. It's been fucking hot here in fucking LA. Joe Biden's dropped out of the elections. Again, I don't do anything political, but again, it is a big event during our American elections. So yeah, address that. And my comment is I have no fucking comments. Other than the dude's too fucking old. I think we can all agree on that one. But yeah, good week. Just been chilling out. Went to a prohibition bar with my beautiful, lovely girlfriend. That was fun. Mai Tai. I had a Mai Tai. It was really cool. Actually, why is all of a sudden my it seemed like a lot redder. I think of those. I was getting the fucking focus. Yeah, no, we went out there on Saturday. Went out flea market on out by where I live, and yeah, I'm thinking about this. I don't know if anyone's gonna see this, but I used to or still do one of those two. Let's actually get the right side. Make these things. I call them wire wraps. It's pretty much silver wire. It has been old. It's one of the oldest jewelry. One of the oldest form of jewelry making known to man right now. I mean, I even argue that one because I mean, wasn't they clay beads back then? Or, you know, um, actually, let's look that up because I've heard that before. Now, what is that wire wrapping is the oldest form of jewelry making. And I know this is probably the most off-topic thing for like my show when I'm talking about weird shit, but whatever. History never hurted anyone. Hurt anyone. So oldest form of jewelry making. No, it is beads. I was right. It is beads. Right here. Well, according to the shell beads, which would make sense. I was thinking because I remember I forget where I read this. Hold on. How old is wire wrapping? It's about 4,300 years old. Actually, Mesopotamia, the Ur dynasty, the Ur. Yeah, I know. What? It's the fucking same thing. They know. Yeah, wire wrap pieces found in tombs of ancient pharaohs. So yeah, it's still pretty freaking old. But yeah, no. Yeah, kind of got a couple people comment on my piece. I was wearing it. I have that piece. I threw them away like 4 times, and I keep taking them out because I just get sick of looking at them. I used to sell them. And I did a whole batch where I think I sold like one or two, and I just kind of got sick of it. Then I got lost my case, but that's a whole different story on itself. Cheers. Can't yell at me. It's like fucking like 10 p.m. here. Yeah, I've been decided to do these at night. It feels better, more ambient. Plus, you see my fucking room look like fucking hell. As in, like red. No, it's kind of messy. So I put my clothes away. I literally just did my laundry and decided let's just throw my shit on my other computer chair. But besides that, yeah, no, there's other news that I want to talk about, but I feel like it would just be too much in this one. You know what? So supposedly, Bowen left during the whole Trump thing, assassination. It was overshadowed that Bowen, I guess, left two astronauts up in space because they just didn't want to go get them, something like that. And I didn't look into it because I want to look into it with you fine people. Because, I think I have one or two videos on Bowen. A very just short brief. Like, I'm looking into it. I just, I want to do, like, if I do a video on the Bowen incident or anything going on Bowen after the incident, because it's still going on. I would have at least like an hour worth of shit to be able, and actual factual evidence. Like my last video was just what I heard. I was interested. Show you a couple of things, and then plus a couple other things I've been talking about. Airplane crashes. Well, not even crashes, like incidences where people got hurt. One died from turbulence, shit like that. Leaving astronauts. That's not how you spell in space. Oh, that was pretty close. Okay, yep. No, so two NASA trained astronauts who were testing Bowen's new CST-100 Starliner spacecraft have been forced to remain aboard the International Space Station, the ISS, orbiting the Earth some 400 kilometers, which is 250 miles for justice measurements. After experiencing technical difficulties with their spacecraft. Alright, so let's move down this rabbit hole. The ABC News, this was, what's it? Alright, so this is from NBC News. So after this show, I'm going to start doing a different format for how we look at shit. So we don't end up getting all these weird, shit like that. So that's, I gotta wait for this stupid fucking ad. My God. Fucking ads. But yeah, supposedly, they had a problem with it, I remember, and I talked about it. It was, I want to say like a month ago, where there was an incident with one of the spacecrafts, and Bowen was refusing to actually do something about it. And, I wonder if this is connected. I gotta look that up. I gotta go back and watch that video again. Because I remember hearing about it, and then I never followed up on it, which I probably should have. Well, now I am, I guess. As right now, I am following it up, so, yeah. But this is from... what's NBC News. This should talk about it, hopefully. So, yeah, hopefully I don't get a copyright strike.
About the first couple of days of the mission when we were in Starliner, so let's start there. Launch was spectacular. I mean, truly amazing. And then we got into our operational capabilities checks, and the spacecraft performed.
Man, just watching her hair, like I want to go up in space with my dreads. Got my head dreads into like a little knot bun, whatever. It's Dude, it's been like 97 degrees out here, dude. I can't. I can handle the heat to like 93. What's after that? It gets a little bit too much. So, excuse the hipster bun. I have dreads. I can do it. But yeah, no, that's. I just had to say that. Like, I couldn't imagine. Look at that look on her face. That's a great pause. She looks like someone that is living in LA, is doing tweak or something. But
unbelievably well. We have these things called Hooper Carper's rating scale, 1 to 10, 1 being the best, 10 being the worst. I've never given a 10 in all my flight test year. Excuse me, a 1 in all my flight test years.
okay. And being like that, this is on the International Space Station. Like, I know, like, the words ain't going with the mouth, but I mean, that's pretty damn good.
On a Hooper Carper rating scale for handling qualities, but I was tempted. That's how precise this spacecraft controlled in all aspects of the various tests we did. I won't go into those details of what the tests were, but it was truly amazing, the precision.
Boy from the South. You can tell.
Then we got into day 2.
Just go Southern boy.
It was the same starting off, and then we did have some failures.
Or definitely like Air Force. I feel like he was probably Air Force.
And then you could tell the thrust, the control, the capability was degraded. The handling qualities were not the same. But thankfully, we had practiced and we had gotten certified for manual control. And so we took over manual control for over an hour on the V-bar, the axis where we actually rendezvous with the space station. And
is this like
hour,
actual
the ground did their troubleshooting, and we got a couple of jets back. And then from that point on, you could tell that the thrust was degraded. At the time, we didn't know why. Obviously, that since the failures had just happened, you could tell it was degraded.
Yeah, fuck it. We just watched the whole thing.
Impressive.
I'll just reiterate again, this is a test flight. We were expecting to find some things, and so we are finding stuff, and we're correcting it and making changes, making updates with our control team. Every day we had conferences to go over things that we found or we thought about.
Okay, I want to go back when she said like they knew this was a test flight. So I'm thinking, like, are they trying to say that like they knew they were gonna get stuck up there? Because my thing was when I heard about this, I didn't read about this. This is like the first time I'm reading this. Is like a real reaction. And for me, my thing is, how the fuck, like, you guys have a certain food limit up there, all right? It's not like you can just, take your spaceship to the nearest Ralph's or Stop and Shop or Hannaford's or, you can't do that. It doesn't happen. You don't have a car, you can't go park it and then, go into your Ralph's and go buy your, salmon and cream cheese on a bagel, which sounds fucking phenomenal right now. My girlfriend had that for lunch. I keep thinking about it, babe. Damn you. But you can't do that. So like my thing is like, was this planned ahead? Because like they have a short supply of food. It's not like they snacking all day long like we do. Like I think of things like that. Like, and are they getting paid to say this? Like, I almost feel like, yeah. I feel like, they knew it was going to happen, but they weren't, like, fully told the full situation of, what was going to happen. Because, I mean, if you're doing a test run, a test run of anything, even like a computer or anything you make, you always do a test run. You do a couple of them. I mean, it took me like 2 days to like actually get this up and running. And it wasn't because I don't know what I'm doing. I mean, there's, just getting everything like right. Where it runs like a, the workhorse. I mean, that's what they could be doing. But it still sucks, man. Get stranded in space and shit. I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't. Something doesn't seem right. Like I almost feel like they got called up there and said, you guys say this, to make it look like this was planned. But I almost feel like this wasn't planned. From the track record Bowen has, I don't know, man. But let's see what else they have to say.
Or we might add for the next flight. Once we got onto the space station,
Fucking hair, though.
besides all the Starliner tests, we've been integrated right into Expedition 71, 71 plus as we call it, and we've been doing science for them, maintenance, some major maintenance that has been waiting for a little while, like stuff that's been on the books for a little bit. There's the
Buddy, that man needs to uncross his arms. I'm sorry, man, but when you sitting there like this, you're like, Nah, dude. It's something about that doesn't sit right with me, and it's not even about the bone. It's just like, man, this is kind of creepy, dude. Yeah, you gotta stop doing that. Yeah, that's right.
processor
There
pump
we go.
that we took one good pump out and put into a good body, and it's called Franken pump. That's ready to go in case we have any problems with the urine processing system.
Look at that guy, man.
And I just did a moderate temperature
Butch.
loop, low temperature loop cooling refill for all the USOS.
I'm pretty sure if I'm correct, in Fallout 3, Butch is the fucking the tunnel snakes. You know what? Since I don't want, let's do my phone. I'm pretty sure Butch is tunnel snakes. Fallout reference. Leave me alone. Butch, the tunnel bear, the tunnel man, tunnel snakes. Fallout 3, man. Yep, Butch DeLora. Yep, he was part of the tunnel snakes. Yep. So you can't trust a dude's name's Butch. Fallout tells you this.
Modules. I got to do some gene sequencing. I think you got to do some other science experiments as well with a moon microscope that was 3D printed. So we've been thoroughly busy up here, integrated right into the crew, and every about once a week we get to jump into Starliner and talk to our control team there and work through all the new nuances that they're working very hard on the ground to make sure that we will be able to come home before too long.
We're absolutely confident. We've already, as Sonny mentioned, for Safe Haven, we had that test, not just the test, but also to do it for real when we had that possible conjunction a few weeks ago. And we got in Starliner, we were ready to go. Everything's in place as far as what we know now.
I 110% will tell you that she is purposely has her hair like that, like taken out. Just, yeah. It has to be like an inside joke. It has to be. I don't know. The small things, I guess, as long as actually, let's finish this. I'm gonna finish talking about that. Or this, that.
Point. We are actually doing thruster testing as we speak in White Sands, New Mexico.
Thruster
Going
test.
through that process.
Like you're a thruster tester.
What we saw on that flight day 2 when we were rendezvousing, and we're going to learn from that, and we're going to incorporate new processes, new procedures that we will employ if necessary. So obviously,
It's like
right
large
now,
merge.
we are ready. We will be ready then, unless the data shows otherwise. But right now, based on what we know, we are absolutely ready.
All right, so that's from the crew. That's the two people.
For moderate to severe Crohn's disease, Skyrizi is the first
Can we stop this?
remission.
I am sorry. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of there. So yeah, so what do we know about it? I want to give them a benefit of the doubt, being like, all right, maybe they are taking cautious steps to make sure this is a successful mission and stuff. And, you know, and obviously, I mean, I would hope someone on the team would have been like, hey, you know, we sent up some food too and stuff, because I don't think, you know, pretty sure we don't have rockets going up there every like month to send them shit. I think it's like every what, every three. Okay, hypothetically, well, not hypothetically. I'm guessing it's probably 3 times a year, and this is just me guessing. I don't know. I haven't done research on this, but how many times a year does the ISS get a shipment of food? Which I think that would be a pretty reasonable knowledge that people will have, because we have people that go up and down like every couple of years. So, yeah, so according to the Royal Museums Greenwich, I want to say that's England, but according to what Google would say, so, you know, take it as a grain of salt or something. On the ISS, the food is delivered, refrigerated, and dehydrated once every 90 days, which can be cooked in microwaves or conventional ovens. Different nations aboard the ISS provide their traditional courses and snacks, helping the crew to share their cultures while having a taste of home, which is fucking cool, you know? If that's true, that's really cool, because, you know, if I'm going to be up there with, you know, people from, you know, China, Japan and stuff, man, that'd be cool to share some culture and shit, because I'm going to be with them for, you know, so long. But yeah, so every 9 days, that's every 369, every 3 months, so 369, yeah, like three times a year. So that's my, you know, my thing is, you know, hopefully they plan ahead, and then we know have this whole, you know, the International Space Station has a food shortage because Boeing didn't plan ahead or something. But, well, time will, you know, time will tell, and time will tell. You know, it is what it is. But on to the show. I know this was like a complete 180. I did want to talk about this. I did want to make a video. I might look into it more. I do have I have a notebook. So when I do have these ideas, doesn't mean they're going to come out within a week. I have a notebook. It has Mario on it. It has ideas in it. And notes and things to keep me. So I will make them, but those are more, I want to be more professional about that. And this is more like me. I consider this as like, you know, sitting down with a friend and talking about good things, you know, having a good conversation. This is where I look at this, even though I can't hear you guys. And maybe I do a live stream if I get more subscribers, more people, you know, looking at the videos. And yeah, I do a live stream and just pop up some videos and stuff. And before we get into it, I do have a segment planned. It is going to be happening this week. I promise. And I'm just going to be reacting to videos. You know, because I saw this one video and I'm going to react to it right now. I did watch it, but we got to react to it because it's so freaking ridiculous. Where is it? It's on these fucking crazy videos. It's on Reddit, of course. No, code It is one of the funniest, dumbest shit I ever seen. Like, I don't under. Oh, it's like the first thing. Oh, I've gotten so many views. So, let's get back. Turn this on. I don't think there's any. So this is almost. This level of stupidity. This goes up where they're with Florida Man. Like, if I could see this license plate, if that said Florida, I would be like, yeah, that's a normal day in Florida. But yeah, we'll watch this together. This is gonna be like the prologue, the what do you call it, like the prelude, like the before the main. Yeah, this is a prelude to my reaction videos, which I think I do once a week. I could be like dumb videos, shitty cooking. Definitely a lot of shitty cooking. I've seen some dumb shit on. Oh man, I could make a whole video about that. But all right, we will react to this.
I'm filming too.
Look, oh man, like not only did you just waste that, I mean, that's gotta be damage to that boat. You thought that your knees, you hold on, there's no words to how fucking stupid this is. There's no words. Like, if there was any sort of thought put into this, there's only three things I could think of. You're either drunk, which that's the first thing I would think. Two, you were literally that freaking dumb that you would think this would work. Or it was a setup, it's a, they were trying to go viral, and it got about 1.3 thousand, 25,000 likes on Reddit. So, I mean, it's getting up there, but yeah, I saw this today, and this what triggered my whole thing about, hey, let's look at stupid videos and just shit talk them. Because you used to see some of the shit fucking food videos I see. And some of them, I mean, there are other people I do follow, and shout out Brian Tsao and Frenchy and them. That's one of my favorites I follow. They knew. Please, I'm gonna put the link in the description. Go over their site and look at some of their shit. Yeah. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, that's this, and the iceberg is this. There's so many shit videos I've seen. I mean, I did the woman cooking the chicken with the two irons, and I still to this day can tell you that I did not cook through. And I feel they put it on, I don't know what they did, but it just wasn't right. And the butter, man, all that butter. I'm 35. I'd say I'm in okay health, pretty good health. I'm pretty healthy. I eat pretty healthy. I do exercise. I walk around the block smoking a cigarette. If you consider that fucking exercising, that's good enough for me. And I'm not a big sugar person. I do have my little episodes where I do my, Dr. Pepper and shit. But most of the time, I don't really fuck with sugar. But when I saw that, I just I saw, I felt my heart go. As soon as she put that butter on there, just go. It was just I was like, oh God. I think it's just heart attack just looking at that. Like I can feel like the cholesterol go through the screen and into my body. I could feel it. No, it didn't happen that way. But on to the fucking show. So, do we all remember when I had it was like in, shit, had I been about 20 shows ago? How many shows have I done? But, yeah. So, dude had Alligator in New York. Let's just leave it at that. And, Alligator was his friend, his buddy, his companion, a dude that he could talk to. I mean, it's like a dog, or a cat, or an iguana, or if you're so inclined to have a disgusting tarantula, and shame on you. You should just kill them all. I fucking hate spiders. Yeah, you have one of those. It's your friend. It's somebody you talk to. Somebody that, is not biased. It's, a man's best friend. Well, this poor sap, this poor dude had an alligator that he loved. He was his buddy, his pal. I mean, hey, as long as he's not fucking it, Can I say that on YouTube? Well, I'm saying don't. So, yeah, as long as you're not doing weird shit. But, I mean, I still, alligator's kind of weird. But, he's back in the news with Albert the alligator owner sues New York State agency in effort to be united with his pet. Look at him. He looks so sad. Mr. Little Alligator. It's one of those things like with animals. That was weird. People have squirrels with animals. I've heard of raccoons. I've heard of skunks. They get the smelly packet out so they don't spray you. You got to bathe in tomato juice for like a month. You can form a connection with the animal. Anyone, well, that's not anyone can form a relationship with the animal. Some people can, some people can't. But this man did, and he's suing New York, and let's figure this shit out. He doesn't look too. He looks like a big. Like, where in New York are you? Are you in upstate? All right, Buffalo. All right, so you probably have a house. Like, if that was New York City, I'd be like, where the fuck are you even keeping this? Let's see a little bit more. Oh man, look at him, dude. He even had a little room for his buddy. You know what? That's kind of sad, man. He looked like a little happy. Dude, this man made a whole backyard for this alligator. And he legitimately looks fat and happy. And that's all you can ask for your furry friends or your scaly friends. Yeah. I love reptiles and I love snakes. So, like, if you ask me if I would have an alligator, no, I'm not that stupid. But I mean, I've seen weirder, Well, no, I mean, there's people with alligators out there. I mean, look at the Tiger King. Dude had tigers. He has tigers. But yeah, so this is 750-pound alligator. Albert. His name's Albert. I still can't, but like, he's smiling in this. So I mean, he has a whole. Why do you take him though? I mean, I don't get it, man. they, in life, there's weird situations where, things seem like, there's this traditional way of thinking. But then there's always, what do you call it? There's always, nothing's set in stone. You could say alligators are dangerous. They were attacked. Yes. Say if they were dogs, fucking cats too. You know. But I mean, it's proven long term that dogs and cats, man's best friends. Cats, maybe not so much. They kind of, I'm pretty sure they hate us, but I do like cats. Cats are kind of cool. But there's always a yeah. But this one might have been something different. They might have, let's figure this out. All right. I'm just sitting here mumbling like a moron. All right. An upstate New York man who 750-pound alligator was seized is suing the state Department of Environmental Conservation in an effort to get him back, saying the agency was wrong not to renew a license for the pet he looked after for 30 years. 30, man. Okay, that was right. I forgot to put that on. It's right here. 30. Okay, yeah, no. I'm on that guy's. So far, I'm on the guy's side. Only because, look, man, 30 years with him, I know he would, Siegfried and Roy. No, it wasn't Siegfried and Roy. That was the magicians. The ones with the white tigers, those magicians. That was a whole different thing. Man, a dude had him for 30 years. Those guys are friends, dude. Yeah, man. Give the guy back his fucking alligator. Just give the guy back his alligator. I mean, dude, did he do anything wrong? The confirmation officers entered Tony Cavallos. I'm sorry, Tony, if I said your name wrong. If you ever even see this, you probably won't. Home in Buffalo suburbs of Hamburg in March. Sedated the 11-foot alligator named Albert, taped his mouth shut, and drove off with him, saying Tony's license to keep the reptile expired in 2021 and hadn't been renewed. In his lawsuit filed with the state Supreme Court, Tony said the agency denied his license. Said the agency denial of his license wasn't factual based. His attorney, Peter said Tuesday, "We're hoping that he will get his license to have his animal reinstated, and from there we will look into either negotiate or legitimate. Sorry, I'm going to say that wrong. To have the animal brought back to Mr. Tony, because we feel that he should have had a valid license at the time, as he had it for the last 30 years, his lawyer said, which is a very, 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 very valid point. And you know what? Is there a video on this? Because this is just absolutely ridiculous, man. If you have for 30 freaking years, and I think it's just, someone complained, some Karen didn't like the fact that their neighbor had an alligator or something stupid, and at this point, I don't know, man. Okay, oh, this is out of Buffalo, New York. Awesome. Right out of the
Hamburg.
from Hamburg. Hamburg. So yeah, this is out of Buffalo, New York 7 News. Yeah, if you try to copyright me, please just get a hold of me. Make this easier. I already told you. So I don't think it news is a news copyrighted. I don't think I think news is free. It's a free license or something like that. I don't know, but sure my big Grateful Dead thing in the back probably isn't. Well, I just hit the wrong button. No, I didn't. Yeah, I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure both things back there is pretty. I'm waiting for Warner Brothers to come to my doorstep with that one. All right, let's do this. So, Albert the Alligator.
Alligator seized by the New York DEC earlier this year, now taking legal action against the state agency. Tony Caballero has filed a lawsuit accusing the DEC of unlawfully denying his license to own the 11-foot, 750-pound animal named Albert. He disagrees with the DEC's claim that he did not have a.
All right, hold on. I just finish it.
For the alligator, the agency seized Albert in March, sent him to a rehab facility in Texas. We've reached out to the DEC for comment and are waiting to hear back.
So, if you could hear that better than I could, yeah, these headphones. Oh my god, something about Windows. Yeah, so it sounds like no, he's suing the guys down there. It sounds like it's ongoing. I think we should keep an eye on Pete the Alligator. We should get T-shirts that say Albert, free Albert the Alligator, and get like little pictures. We should fund this dude. Somebody get him a GoFundMe. Someone set this dude up a GoFundMe, man. Because this is kind of sad, man. 30 years. Yeah, I know it's like the most weirdest creature you can ever have for a pet. Excuse me, I'm getting a light water in my bag. And it's weird, but I mean, 30 years, that should prove something to you. Enough to be like, this alligator is probably not a threat. He's probably pretty house trained. But I just like kind of just does alligator things, whatever they do. Remember, kids, keep hydrated. It's fucking hot out there. But yeah, no, free Albert. Free Albert the Alligator. Yeah. So that's Albert, man. That's hopefully Godspeed to them. Hopefully it's a speed trial and you can get back Albert, because he belongs back in your house, bro. I believe in it. I fight for you, man. Gotta keep your furry friends. Can't let people take them from you. But yeah, we got some other shit. And yeah, next one. Okay, so I got 2 Florida men, but one of them, I'm not going to count it, because it's not really a Florida man thing, because it's not crazy. It's just kind of funny and sad at the same time. But I don't know. I saw this and I saw the pictures, and as you all know, I love pandas. Pandas are my spirit animals. They little, black and white bears that eat panda, what you got, bamboo. Supposedly it gets them high, and I don't know. But yeah, don't ever try to hug one. Don't try to hug a bear in the first place. Which comes to our next story. Florida police tell people to stop taking selfies with depressed black bear. Yes, Yes, people, there are bears that get depressed. I'm sure the one over here, the NCR flag, that he has two heads, I'm pretty sure he's depressed, but that's Fallout. Yeah, if anyone ever asks why, if you think I actually have a California flag on my back, no, it's a NCR from Fallout. I am born here, but I'm not that cheesy. I'm not going to fly a fucking... Jesus Christ. But yeah, no. County Sheriff says bear by side of highway in Santa Rosa Beach is clearly not in the mood for pictures. Yeah, he does not. He looks like... Yeah, I don't want to be here. It is kind of sad. I try to make things kind of funnier, but it is kind of sad. He does look kind of stressed out. Like, what's my boo? What's my picnic backseats? Police in Florida are urging people to stop taking selfies with depressed black bears spotted loitering Mosley on a roadside. What in the fuck? You don't put Mosley. This is not. Yeah. Okay, one. Like, who in the right mind is like, will run up to the bear and been like, you know, fucking over here, like, well, freaking bear. Like, trust me, like, I take selfies with people, but, you know, if it was bear, you know, I know better. Like, that's not selfie time. That's get the fuck out of the area time. Or play dead or something. Bear spray. And it's a black bear too. Like, it's not brown. Brown bears vegetarians. Like, this dude will fucking kill you just to eat you. Unless, like, I mean, I guess brown bears will do the same thing if they have the cubs. Definitely with the cubs, but... Alright, onlookers were trying to take selfies with the bear, and he's clearly not in the mood for pictures. The bear has shown signs of severe stress, the post said. It described the large male bear as stressed, depressed, lemon zest, and urged the public not to approach the black bear at any time, especially those that are showing aggressive, like the big fella. I am sorry, but if you need to tell people to not approach a fucking bear, especially when it doesn't look like it's in the best of fucking moods, like I didn't take the Zoloft or some shit. Yeah, we have a problem, and this is Florida. I'm actually starting to think this should go in Florida news. This might be early Florida news in this broadcast because I figured, I read a little bit of it, and I did see like people were trying to take pictures, but I mean, he does look kind of like doop-a-doop. And people probably be like, oh, it's so cute. You just started sitting there being like, do-to-do. And it's like, yeah, he's sitting there being like, you're in my fucking area, get the fuck out of here. That's why he's stressed. That's why he's stressed, because, you know. But then again, I mean, why are there bears in Florida in the first place? I mean, I would think bears with all people. All animals would be the smartest. Get the fuck out of that little shithole. Sorry, people from Florida, but I don't really like your state that much. But, yeah, back to this. Now I'm going to have all Florida hating me. I have no problem with you guys. I just don't like the weather. Or getting, like, a bottle thrown at me for no apparent reason. Or a long laundry list of things. But I have no problem with the people. Most of you. But, it's gonna be, we're not doing this whole thing, but, rangers from Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission, the FWC, were dispatched to investigate after the call from the sheriff's office reporting crowds of onlookers stopping to take photos of a bear, which was sitting beside a telegraph pole. A fucking telegraph pole. Did they really? Yeah, that's there. We're in the fucking 2024s. When's the last time a telegraph was fucking used? Like what? Like 1930? A telegraph pole? Is that what we call them? No, I'm pretty sure they call it telephone poles. That's what goes in your house to give you a fucking cable. A telegraph pole. I'm more fascinated that they call it a telegraph pole than the whole bear incident. Like, was the lady that wrote this like 99? Did you know Thomas Edison? You used telegraph pole to describe telephone poles. Do you guys know what for your kids that like, you know, who are like 25, probably never got taught like history in school or something, I'm going to show you a telegraph. Just, I know this is so off topic, but I mean, I think I'm more surprised they call it a telegraph pole than people take a picture of a bear. I can show you pictures of bears. I have pictures on my phone of bears. I will post them because I've seen bears. But I've never seen a telegraph pole. Telegraph. Not the telegraph. Alright, kids. This is a fucking telegraph. You were telling me we have poles for this shit. With most Gordon people now? Like, what in the fuck? Alright, telegraph poles. So we still call it telegraph? Like, so, hold on a second. So are they different from telephone poles? I mean, did they just never, like, took them out? They just left them there? So they have no purpose but for history? Hold on. Telephone pole. It's the fucking same thing. Okay. Alright, this makes more sense. Alright. Sorry for the interruption. I am sorry that someone needed to use some like old-timey language to tell us about telephone poles. Why could you say telephone pole? Which was sitting beside a fucking telephone pole. You really had to say telegraph pole? Like, oh, I'm going to one-up them and say something that makes me sound good. What in the fuck, dude? Who is this asshole? Who wrote this? Betsy Reed. No wonder why you use a fucking... No offense, but... Yeah, well, the name Betsy, yeah, you use the word telegraph pole. Alright, back to this. An FWC spokesman said in a statement that by the time its officers and biologists arrived, the bear had dispensed and walked up into the adjacent woods. He left. It said that, based on the images shared by staff, the bear did not appear to be injured. It may have just been overheated and was resting before moving on. That is very true. I have seen a bear bathe in a river, which I do have photos of. So, if anyone sees this and you want to see them, comment and subscribe and like. But comment and I will do like a little like short of like the bears I've seen. I do have pictures of bears. I've had encounters of bears actually out here. Less in Mass, more out here. I don't know. I would think it'd be more of where I'm from. Well, where I was brought up. But yeah. Black bears are a common sight in many areas of Florida, especially in the spring and summer, when juveniles begin to leave their mother's home ranges and seek their new habitats. Typical bears will move along on their own. If you see a bear, give it space. Don't try to approach it. Never feed it, the spokesman said, pointing to the to the advice website bearwise.org. I read the rest of them. It's talking about cracked up bears and stuff, and it's not that they're cracked up. It's, again, people do stupid shit. People feed animals. They come back. They wonder why they come back. And then bears already, ripping through your house. And there's a video of some lady that had to let a bear out of her house. She was like standing on the side of a fucking porch. Like, that's like railing, door railing, standing like on the other side of the railing, open the door, bear came out, got in the fucking house. But I mean, that might have been up in Canada or somewhere where bears are more likely to somehow get into your house and stuff. But yeah, so depressed bears. I mean, if I was a bear and I had to deal with Florida and Florida heat and the humidity and just the bullshit, I'd be a depressed little bear. Babu wouldn't, no picnic baskets, no Babu. It'd be a bad time. So I feel for the bear, especially when you got all these fucking tourists pulling over, being like, "Oh, there's a bear here." It's like, you can see a bear in Wyoming, or New Hampshire, Vermont, Maine, New York, Massachusetts, Connecticut, probably Ohio, Dakotas, definitely Oregon, definitely Washington, definitely California. I mean, it doesn't have two heads, but the real flag has one. Again, anyone that doesn't really know, that's from Fallout. The new California Republic, NCR, is what happened after 2077. I didn't think I have to keep explaining that. Because one of my friends who watched this asked me, and I had to explain it. It was fucking stupid. But yeah, on to the next one. So yeah, besides that, we got spies. We got spies from many regions. Russia, spies been a thing. We got James Bond, Austin Powers. I'm gonna put my feet up. I don't care. Yeah. What was the other one? Was it Pink Panther? No, Pink Panther was a detective. Was it Claus? Or something like that. But they're real things. There are spies in life. They're a real thing. And no, James Bond, shaking not stirred martini. There's no, going to bed with a lady every year, every night, and fighting super villains. It's not like that. It's like getting handbags from South Korea, telling them our secrets, supposedly, according to CNN, which I'm sure a bunch of people would be like, "Why are you watching CNN?" Look, man, satirical. If this is not true, so be it. But it's funny. Well, I don't think, espionage is funny, We do our secrets, but yeah, former CIA analyst, I'm so sorry, analyst Sue Mai Terry. Oh my God. Sorry about the. I'm just thinking about that name. That's legitly the name. I'm guessing Sue Me Terry. It's still the same fucking thing. Man, that's gotta be the worst name, man. It sounds like you try to sue somebody named Terry. You know. Indicted on charges of secretly working for South Korea. They call it Sue. I'm not doing that whole name. It literally sounds like, if you were listening to this on the radio and didn't see the name, you'd be like, somebody's suing somebody? It's like, no, that's the name. Like, I'm sorry for anyone you went to school with named Terry. Because every time they would be like, what, sue me? Shit, dude. A prominent North Korean expert and former CIA analyst has been indicted by a New York grand jury on charges of secretly working for the South Korean government in exchange for designer goods, Michelin star meals, and $37,000 for a fund that she controlled. Subi Terry, who was once a member of the U.S. National Security Council, first acted as a foreign agent in June 2013 as she began meeting with an unnamed handler and multiple people. That's what it means. According to the indictment, which was unsealed Tuesday. They unsealed that shit. At the direction of ROK, Republic of Korea, government officials, Terry advocated ROK policy positions, included a published articles and during media appearances disclosed non-public U.S. government information to ROK intelligence officers and facilitated access to ROK government officials to U.S. government officials. Oh my God, dude. The indictment allege. Jesus Christ. So pretty much it's your trying, I'm guessing they try to figure out what she spelled out to the Republic of Korea, or the Korean government, the South Korean government, because I think North Korea is not part of that. I'm 100% sure. In return, South Korean officials offered the former analyst around $37,000, claiming they could conceal the origin of the funds by depositing them into designated gift accounts at the think tank where she worked, according to the indictment. Terry also alleged received lavish goods, including a $3,450 Louis Vuitton bag, a $2,843 Dolce and Gabbana coat, and dinners at a Michelin star restaurant. Well, hopefully it's not fucking Gordon Ramsay making you a Cuban. And she was paid to write opinion articles that advocated South Korean policy positions in American and Korean media outlets, the filing claim. So, that doesn't even seem that like much shit. So you already have a good job with the CIA. And don't tell me you don't. Because you gotta be making some money off of that. Also can get a freaking Louis Vuitton bag, which, no offense, I can tell you this right now, is probably not fucking real. A Dolce and Gabbana, I don't even know what that is. Look, man, I'm not a fashion expert. So, Michelin star those can get about, I mean, pretty high. I mean, tell you the truth, I could tell you this right now. I would predict, or not even predict, I would guess that Salt Bay's restaurant, which I'm pretty sure is not Michelin star, is actually cost more than a Gordon Ramsay or like shit, even going like Marco, Marco White, his little fucking pub out in England, probably fucking more expensive than those two places. Marco Pierre White's place. I watched this whole like weird 7 episode thing about him making the greatest British dinner, which looked fucking banging. Don't get me wrong, it looked fucking amazing. But I gotta say, two of those places do not look British. But I'm not a Brit, so I can't say that. But I don't know, to screw over a country for 1 year of work, which I mean $37,000. I mean, somebody makes that a whole year working at like for a manager like a McDonald's or something, and you might be like, "Well, Mike, they probably got it in one lump sum." Well, that's cute. It's still not a lot of money to be like screwing over a fucking country that can like literally, Epstein you or Boeing you or Hillary Clinton you. I mean, come on now. Hydra Zorik, a spokesman for the Council of Foreign Relations think tank that employed Terry, said that the senior fellow was placed on administrative leave immediately after learn of the indictment. We take these allegations seriously, Zurich told CNN. Well, no shit, dude, because it's a breach of fucking... It's like espionage. It's literally like against the Constitution. Like, the indictment alleged Terry acted as a valuable source for information for the South Korean government. I thought we were good for South Korea, but I guess we're not. Or they want to know something. In one instance, I am sorry about that. I don't know what my computer just did. I legitimately had a different wallpaper up and Goku came up, so I am sorry about that. I was trying not to have... I get better fucking screenshots, but... in one instance, Terry had participated in an off-the-record North Korea policy briefing with U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken. I'm guessing that dude's really fucking Italian. In June of 22. As soon as the meeting ended, she passed her handler detailed handwritten notes that described the contents of the closed-door briefing the indictment alleged. In the statement, a spokesperson for South Korea's National Intelligence Service said the intelligence authorities of South Korea and the United States are in close communications regarding the indictment related to the Foreign Agency Registration Act. As in, if they don't do shit, they are fucked. Like that. I mean, when you have So someone in South Korea fucked up, and now they have to fix that, which, I mean, I'd rather be her in America dealing with this than whoever fucked up in South Korea. They probably would fucking kill that guy's ass. Believe it or not. Separately, a spokesman for the Cyril Ministry of Foreign Affairs said it is not appropriate to comment on matter pending a foreign judicial proceedings. U.S. Obligates American citizens to register as foreign agents if they engage in certain behaviors for or on behalf of a foreign government. The indictment alleged that Terry was acting on a foreign agent but did not register as a requirement, which is a crime. In his statement, Lee Woski, Terry's attorney, said the allegations against the claimant are unfounded, added that Terry was a harsh critic of the South Korean government during the period that she allegedly acted on her behalf. That is the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. Anyone can talk shit, dude. Anyone can talk shit about something they... I mean, the whole point is to lie. The whole point is to, like, lie to make it look like you're not part of something that you're part of. That's how that works. That's how spies work. You lie on behalf of the country that you represented. Though she might be representing America, being a CIA analyst. But she might have side suit. I mean, a lot of people, I mean, we don't know her. We don't really know her, like, even back history or anything. Like, if she from North Korea or she was one that went to South Korea, then came over here. Like, that lady from, that was on the Joe Rogan show. She was on a couple other things, too. She did the same thing. Now she's writing books and stuff about North Korea. Oh, it tells you right here. All right, here we go. Once the facts were clear, it was evident that the U.S. government made a significant mistake. Rolski said. Terry, born in Cyril, a naturalized U.S. citizen, began working with the U.S. government in 2001. She served as a high-profile analyst on East Asian issues for the CIA before preemptively resigning in 2008 due to a conflict of interest regarding her relationship with South Korean National Intelligence Service, as recorded in an FBI interview in 2023. June. She later served as a director for Japan, Korea, and Oceanic Affairs for the National Security Council under both the George W. Bush and Barack Obama administrations. In June of 2013, 5 years after leaving the CIA, Terry began operations as a foreign diplomat under the UN, reporting to some of the highest-ranking officials serving South Korea, further deepened ties with them. No stranger to the media, Terry has been featured on multiple outlets, including appearances on CNN, which we're reading from. She was authored reports for both American and South Korean news outlets. Terry previously told Congress under oath that she had not acted as a foreign agent while testifying before the House hearing regarding North Korea's escalation under nuclear activity. It was happening for years. South Korea is a key U.S. ally in the Asian Pacific. Through Terry indictment, it's not the first case of alleged collision to test the two countries' friendship. Internal Pentagon document leaked last year described an remarkable detailed private conversation between two senior South Korean national security officials whom the U.S. allegedly wiretapped. Well, that's one way to fucking end that fucking thing. So, yeah, I guess... Well, it sounds like technically any info brought from A to B is technically your agent, a foreign agent, and you have to be. It. It sounds like it was kind of like the permits weren't written out or their documentations weren't filed. Maybe it didn't sound like she, leaked anything that was actually anything of importance. Because I think if that was the case, we wouldn't have heard about this and it would have been a little bit different. But again, I mean, you never know. I mean, you gotta be careful. It sounds like she's a pretty outstanding person. I mean, pretty high up in the CIA and shit. So it might have been just a misunderstanding. It's just kind of funny, especially this is happening at the moment when a whole bunch of other things over there is going on. It has to do with people whose name's Putin and a dude that likes Dennis Rodman, and they're both friends. But yeah, we gotta wander away from that one because I don't want to get too far. And it's a little kind of political, but at the same time, it's kind of funny. It's like some spy shit. Like, did she get the codes for the Metal Gear? Yeah, probably not. But on to my favorite section of this, which I mean technically the I guess a bear could be considered Florida news, but it's a bear, it's not man. And I'm gonna tell you this right now, it's probably a bunch of fucking tourists that were in Florida that was probably just taking pictures of the bear. You would see that shit in New Hampshire, probably Vermont, anywhere that has bears. But what you won't see is a Florida man that was ours in the bathroom stealing food and shit like that. Is this actually alright? We are actually watched the video of this because I don't want to, I've been reading too much. As much as I love reading, I gotta start doing more videos. My whole thing is copyright strikes, and then videos take longer to come out, and then there's problems and shit. Hopefully this is.
What time is it?
All right, so supposedly this is part of this. So this dude, according to what I read, and I read this earlier, this man locked himself in the bathroom, stole cigarettes, junk food, and other things, and just kind of chilled in there, and the police came. I think this is a video of it. I didn't watch this, so what we're about to watch, I'm sorry, but it seems like it is.
What time is it? What time is it?
This dude, oh yeah, this dude is in there after hours. I see it instantly.
I don't think so. I don't know. I came in to use the bathroom.
Yeah. Snack in the bathroom, smoke in the bathroom. Oh man.
Yeah, I saw he just grabbed those.
At Care Plus Health Plans.
All right. So yeah, no. So this guy supposedly, yeah, he was in the bathroom for like a good minute. We're talking like hours, like not minutes, like hours. All right. Oh my god, dude. It's just things people do, man. All right, Tampa, Florida. Florida man was arrested after indulging in sweets and all of various items inside a closed Walgreens for 7 hours early Monday morning, according to police. A new Sima Beach Police Department was called to the Walgreens on State Road 44 at about 3 a.m. after the store alarm went off. The alarm company told the authorities a man was inside the store despite being closed since 10 p.m. Security footage showed the man, Christopher Morgan, great name, enter the Walgreens at about 9:40 p.m. and go into the restroom. He did not come out until about 2:42 a.m. After being in the restroom for nearly 5 hours, police said Morgan began roaming around the store, treating himself to various items such as Doritos, spinach dip, which is great, chips, Reese's chocolate, those fancy chocolate bars, Dr. Pepper, and Newport cigarettes. When officers arrived, they saw Morgan through the front windows taking a pack of cigarettes from behind the counter. Body cam footage shows officers helping the man unlock the store's door from the inside with the security alarms blaring in the background. Police said Morgan made no attempts to exit the store or call for help to get out. Morgan was arrested after exiting the Walgreens. An officer can be heard asking if there was anyone else inside the store. Morgan said he didn't know. I came in to use the bathroom. Yeah, he did a lot more than that, dude. Morgan told the officers, unless he fell asleep on the toilet. According to the police department, Morgan resisted efforts to place him in the police car, the patrol car. He also spit on the officer after being placed in the vehicle. He was arrested for burglary of an unoccupied structure, larceny, petty theft, resisting an officer without violence, and battery on law enforcement. Okay, kids. So, one, don't ever fucking try to do that dumb shit, because that's not going to turn out good. Two, burglary of an unoccupied structure, larceny, and petty theft is all the same fucking thing. It's all theft. Yeah, that's what Florida loves to do. They would charge you for, literally 3 things that are the same goddamn thing. I know people would be like, well, larceny is different than petty theft, and it's all stealing. And tell you the truth, I mean, it's all just petty theft. Is getting locked in a store really like burglary? I mean, I guess it is. I mean, what happened if the dude actually fell asleep on the toilet? I mean, you shouldn't wake up and start stealing shit. I would call and be like, hey, I got locked. I fell asleep on the toilet. I got locked in here. I mean, that'd be the first thing you should do. But, I mean, obviously this dude probably had other ideas. Man. People in Florida, man. Florida, man. Oh, I'm sorry. But isn't there people that check these bathrooms at night? Do people don't check bathrooms? Because, I mean, even like when I worked at the restaurant industry and shit, we checked every room before we locked up. Make sure, check the bathrooms. I mean, we have to because we have to, make sure everything's stocked up and shit. But whether they just do that in the morning, just in case somebody is sleeping in there. It sounds like something that would happen here. man, people are fucking weird. But yeah, that's the Chinacat that's the Chinacat show, man. Hopefully by about Saturday, I do have shit to do Saturday, but by then, hopefully I have my reaction videos out. Try to work on that. Probably try to have it out by Friday. I promise on that one. The bowling thing is a little bit different. That's info I have to get if it's interesting. If it's not, get the dealio. But yeah, no, this is just a Chinacat. You guys have a great fucking week, and I see you guys a few days. Ciao.